Today's video, we're packing up a box and shipping it to Amazon FBA's warehouses. This is going to be a big push for Q4. Very exciting time. It's the time where you make the most money. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the process of doing so. As you can see behind me, I have a lot of products that we're going to be shipping in today. So bear with me. We're going to go through it. I'm going to show you how to do the laptop, the labeling, the whole lot in today's video. So the first thing you want to do is get your box. This is a very good sized box that I'm going to be using for Amazon. Depends on what you're shipping in. Weight wise, you can go up to about 23 kg. Anything over 15 kg, you will have to write on the box or sticker on the box to say that it is overweight. But when you put this all in the Amazon system, it's going to update you anyway of that. But this is a good size box, so we'll just measure it. So it's a 62 by 44 by 49. So it's a good size box. We're going to get plenty of products in. Mostly toys. There will be some beauty stuff, but mostly what I'm shipping in today is toys and some online arbitrage deals that we've got as well. But looking at probably about 60 units because some of the boxes are quite big. So what I do now is I get all these here, I put them all out in front of me, put them all out. I just double check that they're all going to fit in one box. So only want to ship in one box. We're still going to have inventory left in the warehouse here, but we'll ship in one big box. Get that off the Amazon. What I do have here is some of these here toys. They're sort of a robot thing. They were selling really well. I went large on them. The second order, placed them, cleared out the warehouse with them. Unfortunately though, after about halfway through selling them, BuyBot dropped. So what did I do? Well, I left in what I had in the warehouses, and after about 3 months, they started selling again. That's the situation I'm in now. They're flying out the shelves. So we're shipping in the rest of these here because they're going to be pushing hard. And what you find, in my experience leading up to Q4, is if you've got stuff sitting in a warehouse that hasn't been selling too well, sales of products that you forgot about almost start flying out. And that's the beautiful thing about Q4. If you've got inventory that you're not happy about, this is the time to get rid. And I also want to emphasize the importance of holding. Don't just sell because the prices are dropping down. You can hold for whatever price you want. If you've done your research and you understand that, listen, I might have to wait 2 months. There's no point selling the things at a loss or break even. If you can just wait 2 months, pay the minimal storage fees that there is, and get your 2-3 quid profit per unit. And that's exactly the scenario I'm in here. And that's part of the reason why I like having my own storage space. I can take a punt on stuff that doesn't sell as well. Maybe only does 10 units a month. I can store it here and phase it in. That way I've got a unique opportunity to buy products that most people wouldn't buy, and I make that profit. So you log in to your Seller Central. You'll put in here your products that you're looking to ship in. These are all products I'm replenishing. So I will just be putting them on this table, counting them up, sticking them in this box here, and then going into my inventory and putting them in. So you just type in what you want to ship in. So I'll just type in the Barbie, and as you can see, we're out of stock on this bad boy. So what I'll do is simply tick this, and we're going to tick this. And then what we do is hit to go over here, hit send or replenish. Okay, and then what this does is brings up your shipment page. How many units? Okay, we're going to ship in 10. Ready to pack. They're good to go. Now, if you haven't done this before, you'll have to do your prep requirement. These are boxes. There's no prep required. Very straightforward. How many putting on these here? We're going to ship 5. Ready to pack. Then you hit this. The printer labels. The labels come up to here. This laptop's very old and shit, as you can see. But I paid 100 quid or something about 3 years ago on used eBay. Still works. Then you hit print. Those labels will come out of your printer. Stick them on the back of the barcode, and then you're good to go. It's as straightforward as that. So I'm still in the process of packing up my boxes. I'll do that now. Now I'm putting through all of this. This is the stock. We're going to do the method I just showed you there. Get it all packed up in this box. Get the labels on. I'll be back. Question we always get asked is the recommended quantity. Not a bad guide. It's something that, you know, it's telling you based on the sales and where you should be and how much you can ship in. But in my experience, you just do your own research. Don't ever trust Amazon. They've got their own agenda at the end of the day. So I would just pump in what you feel comfortable with and how it's been selling. These are phased in goods. I've been phasing in for a couple of months now. So I know like they'll sell 2-3 units a month. So when it says something like shipping 25, I'm going, well, I've never sold 25 in 1 month. So why would I be shipping in more than that? They don't want you to run out of stock. I understand that. But if you're shipping these things in on a weekly basis and you're managing your own inventory levels like I am, I just ignore it, but it's not a bad guide. Now for the fun bit, the bit that I always enjoy, just watching those labels come out. This little thing here, I bought off Temu, by the way. Get that really cheap. Couple of quid. Just hold your labels perfect for you. And then they just come out just like that. and we'll be sticking them on. So we're shipping in 38 units. Unfortunately, I thought there was going to be a bit more, but they didn't fit in the box. So 38 units, let's get it. Another common question is, how do you stack a box? Well, I put the bigger items at the bottom. So you want to make it as flat as possible. So if you have big square boxes, rectangle boxes, stick all that at the bottom. The softer things, the things that are more delicate, you put that at the top with a bit of sort of, if you've got padding or bubble wrap or paper or whatever, just put that at the top and pad it out. So big square boxes, like a game of Tetris, put it all in, tighten it all up, get the most in a box because you're paying for the box regardless. So you might as well get as much in it as possible, and then put the more obscure sort of shaped items at the top. So what I found here is I've got actually space. So then I go back over my inventory, and the items that I thought maybe I won't fit in, now this is like a game of Tetris, I will go back now and fill up the rest of the box with stuff so I'm getting the maximum in this box. Nice big packed out box. Now what we'll do is just stick some of this just to protect the top of it. Most of the stuff's all protected anyway if we packed it really well. So we'll just buck a load of this in just to secure it up, close it up. So that's it all done. What you do now, guys, is get your scale, turn it on, measure the weight of that. I've already plugged in the dimensions. Dimensions are in. We'll get the weight, plug it in, and then you hit confirm packing information. So that's that, 13.5. Then you hit confirm packing information. And what this does then is moves you down to here. As you can see, what you'll do is, oh, by the way, there's two options. I've done a video on this before. You can pick this option to save some money. It's not worth your time and effort. I've done a video on it. Go and check it out. But that's it. That confirms it all. Hit confirm and continue. Then what this will do is bring you to the date that you want to post it. Now, you can get UPS to collect it. Most people will do this. However, beside my child's school is where the fulfillment center is. So I'm just in a great habit of shipping it. It means that from doing this in the next 2 hours, it'll be in UPS's warehouses for shipment. So it's just a faster process for me. So I just prefer dropping it off myself, but that's through convenience. Free for UPS to come collect it. Very easily arranged. So as you can see, it's going to cost £3.7 to ship that entire box. Absolute bargain. What you'll do here is you'll send over the ship date, and like I said, I'm going to ship it today, so click the 17th, just scroll down then to the next thing, which is here. Hit I agree, hit accept, and then that will generate the label for you. Then we'll print that label off and stick it on the big box. So we've got our printer all ready to go with the big label, as you can see, all ready to rock. And because I've got this all set up, I just go to thermal printing, hit that, hit print. What it will do then is, like for the labels, generate a PDF for me. Hit print, open, and just like that, two labels come out. Stick them on the boxes. And that's the process of packing up a box. It's actually really, really straightforward. That whole thing took me about 45 minutes. Once you know what you're doing, it's very, very easy. Stick the labels on, it's packed in my car, and I'll drop that off to UPS's in about an hour and a half. And that's it done. Another week, another box, dreams. And if you find that video informative, please like, subscribe, help us grow the channel and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.